Hey there, and welcome back. So, you've been getting your hands dirty with Linux. You're running commands, and you're feeling pretty good about it. Well, today we're going to take a huge leap forward. We're going from just using commands to truly understanding them by uncovering one of the coolest secrets of the command line. Think about a command you use all the time, maybe ls. You've typed it, what, hundreds, thousands of times? It lists files, simple. But have you ever stopped to wonder what's actually going on when you hit enter? What is the system really doing? It kind of feels like magic. But today, we're going to pull back the curtain and see exactly how the trick is done.
All right, I want you to put on your detective hat for a minute. We're about to open our very first case file, and our subject, one of the most basic, everyday commands there is, ls. Our mission, should we choose to accept it, is to investigate its secret life, to follow every single footstep it takes from the moment we press enter to the second it shows us our files. Now, every good detective needs a secret weapon, right? Some special gadget that reveals clues nobody else can see. For us, that tool is called Strace. And let me tell you, once you see what this thing can do, you're going to feel like you have X-ray vision for your entire operating system. So what exactly is strace? Well, the name is short for System Call Trace. Think of it this way. A program like ls can't really do much on its own. If it needs to do anything important like read a file or print something to your screen, it has to ask the boss for permission, and the boss is the Linux kernel. Each one of those requests is called a system call, and strace is basically a secret microphone that lets us listen in on every single one of those conversations between the program and the kernel.
Okay, enough talk. Theory is great, but let's see this thing in action. We're about to run our plain old ls command, but we're going to stick Strace right in front of it. Get ready, because what you're about to see is the complete, raw, unfiltered story of what ls is actually up to. Whoa, okay, look at that. That giant wall of text that just flew by, that is the secret life of ls. Every single line is one of those conversations we talked about. See that open at? That's ls asking the kernel, hey, can you please open this system file for me? And that little equals 3 at the end, that's the kernel saying, you got it, here's ticket number 3 for that file. Then you see write, which is the final step, ls telling the kernel to print a file name to your screen. This is everything, the whole story, right here.
Okay, I know what you might be thinking. This is incredible, but it's also a total mess. How am I supposed to find anything useful in all that noise? And that is the perfect question. A great detective doesn't look at all the evidence at once. They know how to filter out the noise to find the one crucial clue. And guess what? Strace lets us do exactly that.
This is where the real magic happens. Instead of just watching everything the command does, we can get specific. See that little -e flag? That lets us tell Strace to only show us a specific type of system call. So if we only care about which files ls is trying to open, we can just ask for the open at calls. And just like that, the chaotic mess on the left turns into the clean, focused, and super useful list of clues on the right. This is how you go from being overwhelmed to being in complete control. So look, this isn't just some cool party trick. What you've just learned is a genuine superpower. This is the kind of skill that really separates the beginners from the experts, because now you can solve real-world problems. Let's talk about what that looks like. You ever have that incredibly frustrating moment where a program says file not found, but you are staring right at the file? We've all been there. Well, with Strace, you can see the exact path the program is trying to open, and you'll probably spot a tiny typo or a wrong directory. Or what about figuring out which config files a web server actually uses when it starts up? Stop guessing. Strace will just show you. It gives you the absolute truth step by step. And seriously, don't just take my word for it. This is not some obscure, little-known tool. You talk to any senior systems administrator, any top-level software engineer, and you'll find out that Strace is one of the first things they reach for when things get weird. It really is how the experts debug just about everything, because it never lies. So let's just take a step back. A few minutes ago, ls was just a simple command. Now, you know that behind every single command, there's this incredibly rich, detailed story playing out. And with Strace, you now hold the master key. You can unlock the story of ls or any other program on your entire system. You've just been handed the detective's secret weapon. The whole world of Linux is now a collection of mysteries just waiting for you to solve them. So the only real question left is, what mystery will you solve first? Go ahead, fire up a terminal and give it a shot. The command line is waiting.